Alright, hey y'all. I'm going to do something right quick here. I got something in the mail. I've had it for several days now, but I haven't had a chance, I hadn't taken the chance to do this. I got something from, it says HH, that means Hidden Harvest. My buddy Bug Out Brad, all the way up in the northeast, up in New Hampshire, he's got the grow lights that he's doing now, the full spectrum grow lights, and I got a couple of them. I've got one of them in the house hanging over some tomato plants that are doing real good. But I figured I'd show all y'all. I've been meaning to do this for a while. So I want to show you this thing. You've seen it before probably. But I got this, and it came because Brad's that kind of guy. He's doing a bunch of really cool seeds for different kind of things. And the beauty of this light, and one of the reasons I got a couple of them, is I'm wanting to figure out a way to make them run more efficiently. The whole off-grid style kind of thing, where we either use solar cells to keep them going or some battery backup or whatever else. And so we're just going to do a little something after I show you. Got the extension cord there for it. This is the light itself. Not real big, but they put out a tremendous amount of light. I mean, you can't believe how much light these guys put out. So what we're going to do is we're going to hang it up here. Comes with the cool little hanging accessory. Let's get this guy hooked up. Like I say, this is the one I'm going to do some experimenting with. I want to see just what I can do with it. I've already done a little bit of work with this, not the first time I've had it out of the package. But I figured out, I took it all apart and was doing some playing around trying to figure something out. Hoping I could just run it with solar cells without having to use any kind of an adapter, voltage regulator, kind of different weird stuff like that. But so far that didn't work out. And of course I'm all fumble fingers here. Get this guy going. And I will eventually probably use this to set up over some plants and that kind of thing as well. Come here, you little rascal. There we go. That's how it hangs right there. You see the cool sticker he's got on there. Brad's good with that kind of stuff, coming up with stickers and things like that. Alright, so, first thing, shake the cord loose. Find where it goes. There it goes right there. Plugs into the side. Little convenient hanging hook right there. Hopefully that's where you can be seen. I can't tell. The camera's small enough I can't tell very good. But, there we go. Plug it in there. Ta-da! Look at all the light. Look at that. Pretty cool. I can't tell because of this stupid camera. Yeah, it's kind of showing it, but not as much. Let me kick that up just a little bit. There we go. Now we can see it for sure. But there it is. There's the lights. Now it's plugged into a regular wall socket right now. But what I'm going to do is I've got a little power inverter. It's actually a fairly good power inverter. This is one I got from Northern Tool and Supply. Caught it on sale and used one of those handy coupons that they send. And then I've got just a regular, it's just a little jump starter kit. That the kind that you use for well, jump starting, boosting the car off. This is one I got at Harbor Freight. It's actually my dad got it for me, so this is not like top of the line or anything either. But it, we've used it lots of times. I swear you can go broke if you got kids and a wife. You can go broke buying batteries and tires for vehicles, that kind of thing. Anyway, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to hook this guy up. Click there. Click, and I'm trying to hurry too because Step 1 Survival is starting their live cast right about now, and I knew I'd get distracted. I was sitting there waiting. I thought, oh, I can sit here, but I can't sit there. I got to go do something, so I had to come out here. Plus, it was beautiful here today. It was nice. I bet it got up to 70 degrees. Yeah, maybe not that warm. It got up pretty stinking nice, though. So, now I've got this on. Turn this guy here. Come on. Oh, I got to turn this on. There we go. Now. Ah, bingo. So we got 12.7 volts. Unplug it from here. Plug it in there, and back we're going again. Now, I may leave this guy going for a while. I don't know what I'm going to do. But you can look as it scrolls through. There we go. Maybe you can see. I can't. You can see it's going back and forth from voltage coming in to the wattage being used. It shows 0 for watts because this thing uses nothing for electricity. if I remember when I checked the amperage on it, it was like 0.3 amps or something like that, which translates, I'm not going to do the math for you right now, but it translates into nothing for electricity. Now, we'll let that guy go for a little bit there and see what happens. In fact, maybe what I'll do is I'll go and watch the podcast, the live cast, and then come back out and see it. But if this is something you want to think about, if things go bad and the electricity drops off, it's good to know that you can run one of these with a battery backup in the wintertime. That's the beauty of this, is you can have it inside on those dark, cloudy days when we don't get very much sunshine, and you've got to have something inside. Like I say, I've got a couple of tomato plants, some of those heirloom tomatoes that y'all all probably know about, that I've got in there. I've got one tomato on one of the plants and 3 or 4 on the other plants. And they get a little bit of sunlight through the window, but then I extend that time at night until about midnight or 1 o'clock when the other light turns off. So that extends it real good. Now, all I've got is tomatoes right now, but I want to get some cabbage going. I want to get some carrots in there, let them get going, and just experiment with it. And I've got just a little small space that I'm doing it with too. I'd love to have a rack of these things and a whole bunch of grow space, just to kind of keep stuff going through the winter for the fresh vegetables. At any rate, surely I can figure out a way to put a link in this thing for Hidden Harvest, Bug Out Brad. A lot of y'all still remember him as that. I still like that name, but he's on to bigger and better things now. Brad's one of those guys, he's always thinking, always moving, doesn't let any grass grow under his feet. But these are the lights that he sells. He markets these guys. The price is reasonable, especially for what they do. He's been experimenting with them for a long time. You can see what he's got going. And I'm going to be experimenting with them, and we'll figure out what I'm doing too. I'm going to check this again. 12.2, it's actually gained 0.1 volts at this point. And I don't think that means anything. I think that's just a fluke. But I'm going to leave this going, come back out a little bit and see if it's still going. I may leave it going all night and then come out in the morning and see. I don't know. If I come up with something cool like that, I'll let you know in the comments. But it's just one of those things that's good to know. You can run one of these, as simple as this battery right there is. That gives you a little bit of backup and a little bit of grow time. Anyway, I like doing stuff like this. And Brad, if you're not subscribed to Brad's channel, you should. Brad's a cool dude. He'll talk to everybody. Brad's one of those guys that likes to interact with people and loves to help people out and do good things. He's probably given more of these away than he's sold at this point. He needs to quit that and start selling them, because he does need to make a profit. If he can't keep himself going, he ain't going to be any good to anybody else. But anyway, Brad's a cool dude. I'm going to get him out here one of these days to do some shooting. I expect that will be pretty wild. But until then, we'll do it this way. So anyway, there you go. I'm going to shut the camera off, go inside, and watch Staff Sergeant and Sippy, and see what they got going on tonight, and maybe harass a few of the people in the chat section. Anyway, guys, thanks. If you're into it, get you a couple of these lights. They're pretty cool. All right, guys, thanks.